What is good? Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Mosh, how we doing, bro?
We're doing good. Having a good day. You know, picks aren't as hot as they have been today. Some teams just completely crumbling in the early games, but let's get the Giants to turn it around. We got a few good games coming up, so let's roll. Let's have a good day.
Now you just started. You got plenty of time, man.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
It always sucks when your first one goes down, though. Like yesterday in the Athletics game, I had the under 5, and on the top of the first, that play was over.
I like getting it out of the way. I'm like, all right, look, if we're going to lose a game, go ahead and lose the first one. Whatever. I'm big on, look, we lose Friday, we're going to win Saturday, Sunday. Let's go. It's going to take a lot to put us out. All right. Aubie said Mets getting no hit. They're the weirdest team in baseball.
Yeah.
Like, they're so good on paper. I don't know. I don't know. All right.
You need those middle of the order, late order hits guys. The Keplers, the guys who just swing. They might not always get on base, but they're going to make contact. Yeah. Those are the guys who make your team run. The guys who are willing to lay down a bunt,
That it used to be Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo was my dog. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. You got some plays. What you got, bro?
Yeah. Little less on my unit size on these ones, but love them all the same. I'm just going to roll with the hot team, the Athletics. They're just on fire. I didn't really want to bet them on the money line coming off such a huge win, as the Nationals are sneaky offensively. But I think taking the team total on the Nationals seems like a fantastic spot. Don't think they're going to get 10-plus runs, but Washington's bullpen still ranks last in the league. A's are 7th in weighted run creation in the last 2 weeks, so I think we can smash this. I also link a 1.5 over 1.5 or 2+ hits, runs, RBIs parlay with Luis Arraez and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Both of these individual matchups are fantastic. Luis Arraez is hitting .833 against Anthony DeSclafani in 6 plate appearances, which is great. Last 2 weeks, he's hitting .375. Vladdy is on a tear himself. He's batting .350 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks, and we just saw him yesterday absolutely mash. So let's get it done here. I like these 2 plays in the late slate.
Let's get it done indeed. Let's get it done indeed. All right. I've got a couple plays here. Actually, I've got one play. And part of me thinks this is the dumbest game on the map today, on the slate. But a larger part of me doesn't. These two teams have got to get themselves right. And I think they've got a chance to do it today. I think they've got a shot. Look, I know Ohtani's on the mound against, who's your boy, Matthew Liberatore? I think the Dodgers can get after the Cardinals. But I think the Cardinals can get after the Dodgers too, man. Like, I know that I'm in my head on this one, but this is a gut play. Most, you ever have those?
Sure.
Like this is a strictly a gut play of just feeling this game, feeling these two teams of where they're at. It just screams gut play to me, man.
So. I like it. I can see it. I just went with the hitter prop because I know that there's going to be offense. I just didn't want to choose a side, and you obviously didn't want to choose a side either. I like hits. I have Freddie Freeman here again because why not?
Big Freddie.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Yeah, he is. There, I think I finally got the adjustment on the chair height to mic ratio better. Because before it was like the microphone was like right here. All right, that was stupid. I've just been in my head about that. Also, Big Brian said, "Hey, like the shirt. Hey, appreciate it, brother." Oh, also Brian's video on golf. Give me 2 hours after this show. I'll have it done. Get it posted up for the start of the FedEx Cup, man. Excited about that. Also, Mosh, I was told this week that I work too much. and then I need to find something that I can do in between. I was told that, and I don't disagree with it. So you know what I did? Like, I don't go out and do a whole lot right now. I don't spend a whole lot, right? Like, I just focus on this. But I was told that it wasn't healthy. So I went and bought one of those Super Nintendo classics. Have you seen these? That have like 35 games in one? Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
There you go.
That's such a fun hobby. Yeah, that's great.
We're gonna turn this into one of those bro gaming streams.
Oh, God,
where I'm learning like wall kicks on Mario. Scott, are you going to send a newsletter? I'm working on that. So we got kicked off our first platform. I won't say who they are. I don't want to spread negativity on anybody. I get it. I'm working on that.
Let's do it on. You can do it on Substack.
There we go. See, that's why. That's why we speak and communicate as a team.
Yeah. And you know what? We can upload the videos, and I can be an author on DTL's Substack.
Yeah.
This could work with multiple people here because you can actually attribute authorship of individual picks to different people.
Okay. All right. We'll
and it goes out. You can update it throughout the day. You can send previews. There's a lot you can do there. I highly recommend Substack. I love it for myself. I keep getting his name mixed up on the line, Mark, but Better Days Ahead. He's the one who turned me onto it, and he, absolutely right. If you want a free platform that you don't need a lot of fuss about, that doesn't give you problems, and it has a lot of maneuverability in it, that's the platform right there.
Can you upload email addresses?
I would be absolutely shocked if you couldn't. That seems like a basic of any contact list or any. Yeah.
We had 1,700 signups.
Wow.
On our newsletter in day one.
Yeah, you can upload videos. You can upload these videos there, like send them out as notes. I think DTL would be very, very highly successful there.
All right. I'll get to work on that. So to answer that question, it's coming. Big Scott. Reed, AB moving to Twitch with his Super NES. Hey, I want to pop up. Hey, Liddy said, yo, what up, bro? Hey, I'm betting on your Dodgers today. All right. Here are the picks. Stearns on A's team total over 4.5. MLB player prop parlay. Luis Arias over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Vlad Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. That's at -104. Liddy, here we go. Cardinals, Dodgers over 9.5. I almost went with the Dodgers on the team total at 5.5, but I didn't want to go 5.5. 6 is a big ask. Scott said hit the like button. Yes, please. That would be huge. I won't ask you for anything else. If you could do that, massive. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it right back up. Greatly appreciate that. Zach, AB, if you need help, let me know. I likely will, and I will. Back to Reed real quick. AB moving to Twitch with his Super NES. Dude, can you imagine me showing up to some of those, like, those speed runners, and all those guys, like the top ones. I mean, like the top echelon of guys. And then I show up with like a Super NES and like a little jank controller. And the thing is that you have to be marginally good. You can't be terrible because the joke runs out, but marginally decent, right? Against like the very best in the world. And they're just beating your brains in, but you act like you're good too.
You're describing almost every 18-year-old who goes in there.
What'd you say?
You're describing every 18-year-old who goes and plays against these guys.
These guys are unbelievable. They like break the game, like in terms of just how good that they are. It's crazy. But that would be funny. Just seeing this like dork dude in a flannel shirt showing up with a dork, like a Super NES. Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. And just no sell it. That you're dying every 6 seconds, and those guys are like running through levels. All right, home runs, man. So some of these have gone. I'm just going to read through it. Aaron Judge plus 200, Schwarber plus 265, Pete Alonso plus 275. Vlad Guerrero plus 300. Saya Suzuki plus 425. All right, big dog. On the board, off the board. Where you going?
I mean, I guess just give me Vladdy. I mean, Toronto's going to put up 6-7 runs today in Coors. Give me Vladdy.
You taking them over 7.5 team total? That's such a huge ask, but you're right. Like,
yes,
they've been scoring 10
I would
runs
put a half a
minimum.
unit. If you're confident in that, I would put a half unit. I would maybe also sprinkle in the first 7 team total. You could probably get that down. If you were able to parlay a team total over 2.5 in the first 5 and over team total over, let's say, 6.5 or 5.5 in the full game, I'd like that look as well. Try to be creative. Personally, I just took Blue Jays minus 1.5 and team total over 4.5. That was my play on that. I think that I cashed yesterday. I don't see any reason not to go back to it. Varsho is the guy you want to look at. He is on fire. He almost hit 3 home runs yesterday.
He's a beast. We mentioned him yesterday. We talked about him on the show. All right, so who do you like here? Say it again.
Just give me anyone from the Blue Jays. Give me Vladdy.
Right, so Vlad. All right. Off the board, you got any others?
Not today. Model didn't have anything higher than a C on its ratings picks, and I'm sure I have to adjust it and figure it out, but nothing for today. Nothing that screamed value to me.
Yeah, no, bro. Look, that's a fair answer. I absolutely greatly speak highly of people that say, I don't know. I can find out. That's a great answer. Like, I respect that answer. So yeah, don't ever feel bad. Like, TJ says, AB, with the new newsletter, can I sign up to write some hockey stuff up for DTL or no? Yeah, bro, of course. Dude, anything that I'm doing, the crew's coming with me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right. What's that? Let me put the picks up here. Scott said he's going big dumper. Big Cal Riley.
I really don't understand that nickname. Like, I wasn't impressed
Big
with
ass.
All Rise for Judge.
It's
the big dumper. And then I saw a commercial on it or a promo, and I was like, that's not like your Wheaties commercial in the 90s. Like, that's the cool guy. That's
the tough part. You got to come up with a
tough sell.
Oh, it's not a marketable sell. You're never going to see Target, or Motorola. T-Mobile.
Motorola,
right?
Maybe.
Is T-Mobile based in Seattle? I assume it's a Japanese corporation. I use T-Mobile. I absolutely love it. But I see T-Mobile stuff in Seattle. Same as Nintendo. I figured it's a Japanese corporation at some point. Yeah, big dumper. You're not going to see that on a Nintendo commercial.
No.
That's the tough part with nicknames. You got to go like Aaron Judge is so marketable because there's so many ways that you can go about it. But I like it. It's a big ass.
I wonder if they're going to change it. Let's see. After like a few years when he wants to become more of a household name.
Bro, by the way, Gavin Williams 2 outs away from a full game no. Dude. Oh my God. Did he really? In the 9th? He gave up a solo bomb in the 9th? Who hit it? Please say Nemo.
Soto.
Juan Soto. Wow.
I'm always one day off these guys. I don't understand.
It's tough. Home runs are hard, bro.
We hit Vladdy yesterday, though.
Bro, I'm telling you. I'm not one for pride, being arrogant or boasting. I don't like doing any of that. You notice on Twitter, like sometimes if we hit some big plays, I'll put it on Twitter. But for the most part, I don't do any of that. But on this show, and when I say that, I mean all of us collectively, we hit the shit out of some home run picks. I see a lot of shows that don't come close. I mean, yeah. Damn,
I would
Soto,
say
man, that's tough, man. I hate that for Gavin. What do you say?
I feel like we're hitting them 1-3, 1-4 rate, which is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's rare that we don't hit at least one. It's rare that we don't hit at least two. Yeah, and TJ, again, I was being facetious. Of course, you can write. We need it, bro. Bring that hockey. We need it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness! I just saw that because I pulled up to see who hit the home run. Twins are beating the Tigers 9-4.
Yeah.
That's going on?
Well, that's kind of what I feel with the Cardinals and the Dodgers. Not as much I feel like both those teams are due to just start hitting. The Twins, I mean, I know it's been rough ever since the trade deadline, but at some point, you got okay, we got to get over this. We're adults.
Do you think going into the next series that they hit a hangover?
Who?
The Twins. Because I can see when your team sells out on you and you have to start from scratch, right? They brought in 5 starters into the lineup, right? 4 or 5 starters. That's gotta be tough, right? And I'm sure as a team they got together and they were like, you know what? Nobody expects this from us. We're going against the top team in the AL, the best team possibly at home in the Tigers. Nobody expects anything from us, right? We just got the rug pulled out from under us. Yeah. And they went on a heater. But how long does that motivation stay? How long can those new bats stay hot?
Well, that's where coaching comes into play. Look, you just brought up right there. That's what managers do in Major League Baseball, in the NFL. Because a lot of time, the NFL, your offensive coordinator's calling the game. Your defensive coordinator's calling the game. Now, you're involved, and you're getting your effing point across, when you're, in the trenches live, right? But that's what the Twins, and it's not an easy task. It could be an impossible task. But that's why somebody like Boone for the Yankees is so good, because he's a people person, and he's been there. He's done, don't get me wrong. There are things about Aaron Boone as a manager that if I were a Yankees fan would get old. There are things about Mike Tomlin. If I were a Steelers fan, it would get old. You're not denying the success, but it's also okay. We're the Yankees. We got to get one. You know what I mean? But those good managers and coaches, they stop massive failures, 3-week slumps and stuff. What I'm getting at is that I don't know the answer. If I did, I'd be making $3 million a clip, right? I don't know, but you got to find something. Now, they are professionals, and professional athletes, there's an expectation that it doesn't matter what the hell happens. You show up, do your job. And for the most part, 99.9% of professional athletes are all like that, which
Except
is great.
For the Diamondbacks right before the trade deadline.
That's a whole lot of
before.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
during nothing. After amazing again.
Well, that's where life comes in, man, because the part that we don't ever talk about media-wise is that pro athletes are regular dudes, girls.
You can get arrested walking into your own tournament.
You really could. During the trade deadline, in those last 24 hours, you got kids that are in school, that are starting school. You got family. Your wife might have a job. She might have her own career. She might be famous. She might not be. Who knows? But you start getting around those trade deadlines. NFL's the same way. It could get weird, man. And you as a player got to boost your value as much as you can, because this might be your one and done chance to really. That's the other thing, is that you've got all the aspects. You've got guys that are like, screw it. I hope I get out of here. I'm gonna get that. That's why in the NFL, that's why it's scary paying people, because I'll give you a perfect example. And if Matty Boy or any Commanders fans are out there, Albert Hainsworth, that last year with the Titans, all pro. I mean, literally couldn't be stopped at defensive tackle. You couldn't stop him. He's the best player in the league. Defensively, at least. Gets paid, goes to Washington in free agency. He ain't hungry anymore. He was okay, but it wasn't worth the $138 million, whatever.
Speaking as a Yankee fan, I'm very familiar with the story.
Oh, I bet. I mean,
That's it. You make it to the Yankees, and to be fair, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of politics, and I'm sure there's a lot of, really just pressure from the city itself, and on yourself for playing in those pinstripes. But people don't necessarily play the same before when they get there at all.
It's not easy. New York's not easy.
No.
Philly's not easy.
No.
That's why I also say a place like Nashville, in Tennessee residents, don't get mad at me. Like you'll get what I'm saying. Tennessee's a soft market. Like the shows are, heavily fated to the local teams. They play into it. The fans aren't calling in every 5 seconds, to just slaughter and fire. It's a pretty easier market. It ain't Philly. And I'm not speaking negative on Philly or New York. It's just different. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? So when players are here, like that goes. That's why I always say, look, man, Jerry Jones. If I were an agent or a player, Jerry Jones, dude, you're not getting me at a discount because you're the Cowboys and you make a lot of money. I don't see any of that money. It don't mean anything to me. I think if I were a player, Dallas, you're going to pay more. You're going to pay a tax for what I have to deal with that media, because that plays into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the Eagles coach. They wanted his ass fired. Hell, me too. I didn't want him fired, but I was like, this guy's got too much talent. He's not good. And that inspired him. Same deal at Ohio State. Right? Lost to Michigan. Dude, they were dangerous. And I saw that firsthand. Let me tell you this. That Tennessee-Ohio State playoff game last year in college football playoff, it was 21-0, dog, before I sat down with a bowl of chili. They were kicking our ass. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that... JG, AB, your delivery on your great grandfather's situation was the funniest delivery ever. Brad's instant reaction was, I know. What do you say to that? Hey, did you go to the electric chair show? I know, didn't make it.
Yeah,
we go back, visit the guards. Scott Sirianni still isn't good. He was hidden by Kellen Moore. I mean, Kellen Moore's, he got a head coach out for a reason. I'm fascinated with the Saints. I don't know what they're going to be. They're weird. All right, Moshe, get any other picks?
Do I have any other picks?
You're the perfect color guy to a host. You're like Tony Romo or Jim Nantz knows. At any moment, he could just throw it, and Romo can go. So, I have this built in. It's nice. Let it rip.
So I did already go over the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 and the run line. I got this at -110 at MGM, which I think is phenomenal value. Rockies bullpen is not going to be able to keep it together. They've just been so exhausted. I mean, you can't get more exhausted. If someone could calculate how many runs they have given up since Friday, I think it was, I want to say 40 runs or something. Yeah. It's insane. It was 40 runs, I'm saying, just on the weekend. And that was against the Pirates. So I just, go with the Blue Jays in any way you can. I like the Yankees here. I took the Yankees in the first 7 money line. A little juicy at -140. Might be able to get this on the swing as the game is live. So if you wait on the bottom half of the inning, you can get this at a little bit better of juice. I wouldn't take the Yankees on the full game money line. I mean, I would if you have no other option. I wouldn't trust the last 2 innings of their bullpen, but that's a good team. They have good middle relievers. Their team is going to come together. There's a reason why the odds are not dropping on them, despite them having a horrific couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, just horrific. They got swept by the Marlins. They're getting swept. Like,
hey, Tizzles, you get a discount. Rockies up 1-0. There you go.
Yeah, that's great. Look, the Rockies have actually, I think they went up 2-0 yesterday in the first or the second. It's a great look,
buddy. It
if
is.
you can get the run line at -115, -120 right now, I would go with that, or just go with the team total or parlay them. Those are good looks. Yeah, most of my plays were really on the early slate. You might be able to get a few more of them. I liked Edmundo Sosa. That game's over. Giants are up 4-2. Very nice.
What inning?
We'll catch that. Top of the 9th.
Top of the 9th? Yeah. Let's get 2 more runs. Get 2. Turn 2.
Yeah, I mean, we can look as a group. I like the Royals. There's a few things that I played personally that I didn't have the cojones to play like officially. But there's a reason why I'm not betting on the Brewers or the Red Sox today. I will say I will be looking for a live line on the Brewers. Didn't want to pay all that juice for an unfavorable pitching matchup. And the Red Sox, I don't think that I would bet on them live too, but I bet on the Royals. I bet on the Royals money line at plus money. I think that was really good value. And you've been seeing their bats come out. And now that they have a favorable pitching matchup, I think this is the Royals' game to lose. Now, listen, if the Royals are up, I will hedge with the Red Sox to make sure I don't lose anything in the end, because Red Sox bullpen is just dominant.
They're dominant. They're playing good. Now, Joe says I look like a lumberjack. I agree.
No, you look like the guy in the paper towel roll. You know what I'm talking
brawny
about?
Guy? I have to bald up the head. I was trying to dress very Pacific Northwest. You know?
I like the region.
I like the region. Thanks for your press conference on that. Roman Anthony got a bag. Kid's going to be a star. Yeah, he is. This dude. Imagine getting the bag your rookie year.
The Red Sox and the Orioles are both going to be fantastic in years to come. It's going to be a really tight division. That's
why I was so on the Orioles' previous manager, on his ass. Going back, bro, last year we started a thing where we were like, all right, we're going to bet the Orioles every day. Doesn't mean we're going to bet on them, right? We just wanted to see. And they weren't last year and beginning of this year. And the reason why he got fired, that team is way too good to play like dog, to play like buns. They're horrible. You just never knew what you're going to get. Purple Hawk said, need the beanie for the PNW look. Yep. Got it. Gotta have it. See, that's the deal. We're always a little bit behind. We'll catch up down here. We'll catch up. But you're right. The beanie's got to come into play.
Can I ask your opinion on a game?
You may.
I'm looking at this Reds-Cubs game, right? It's top of the 6th. It's 1-0. Yesterday, you have 2 good pitchers, right? You had Abbott and you had Horton, I want to say, for the Cubs. But you have 2 explosive offenses, right? I wanted to take the under. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Okay.
How do you reconcile great offenses facing against, say, above average pitching? Because they're not aces in themselves, but they are above average. Bullpens are pretty good. Reds bullpen's been fantastic, and I feel like the Cubs are coming back from being last.
Yeah. No, this is the deal. And this is why baseball is such a different sport than anything else, because there's no explanation. There's none. It's just a long sport, and it just gets weird. And okay, what you're talking about is kind of what I'm betting on with the Cardinals and the Dodgers. That it's just a series of numbers. It's betting baseball is a graph, right? You could bet Cal Raleigh over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs every game that he plays. Let's say he plays every game in a season. You could bet that 162 times, and you would come out well. But there are going to be spots in this graph of 6 months where he'll go a week and a half. He might have one hit, might not do anything. And it's the most difficult thing. Like the answer that I'm giving is that you ask a question that there's no answer to.
It's hard to find where that.
Yeah. That's why we go over so many numbers every day, is because it's just numbers. And where you find your gold is riding a trend and getting off at the right time. That's what this game is. You know what I mean?
That's the definition of gambling right there.
That's what it is. The Giants and the Pirates, we lost that over. But we had hit 2 or 3 of them beforehand. So,
I mean, that's essentially what I do with series. And I mean, I took the Brewers series here because I thought that was phenomenal value, but I just started betting all 3 games in the series to the team that I think was going to win it. And I'm pretty much coming out ahead 2 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
Just climbing a unit, 1 more unit, 2 more units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It's why I always bet the Chiefs. If they play a team for a second time in a season, I always bet the Chiefs. They always win that game. Look at them in the Bills. We need to
get better stats like that.
Yep. Because, and the reason is because their coaching, like their talent level is equal. Some days Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes. Other days Patrick Mahomes, but they're pretty damn good. Austin, what up, crew? What up, bro?
Personally, I'm on the
you could go either way, and it's fine. And like I wouldn't argue your answer, and that's not what this is. What it is that the Chiefs have a head coach as their head coach in Andy Reid, and they have a head coach as their defensive coordinator in Steve Spagnuolo. Steve Spagnuolo could get a head coaching job any second that he wanted right now. People would fire. You know what I'm saying? But he stays. And that's why it's so hard to beat them twice, because he's so experienced. It's like an Aaron Boone type. Aaron Boone knows what the F he's doing. He's not dumb. It's not an easy job because every day is stress. If you put a team, if you move a baseball team to Nashville, Tennessee, the day-to-day feeling of that in the Yankees would be completely. It would be, if you were into wrestling, TNA was based here in Nashville. It was not the WWE, where Vince McMahon in the 90s, on your ass every second, nobody's sleeping. It's just insanity. Like that would be the Yankees. It's a 24-hour brand. Baseball team here in Nashville, buddy, you could go 2-3 games without a storyline. You just do a sports radio. I'm not saying it's easy. You just do a sports radio show, and that's all you talk about. I could go on sports radio right here in Nashville and do 3 hours and just talk about the Titans or the Vols or Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Milwaukee, when I lived there, was the same thing.
Yeah, you would just talk ball. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, but yeah, man, is what it is.
1-1 in the Yankees game. Top of the 4th, 2-man on.
How many outs?
1 out.
Who's up?
All right, let's go check it out. But if they get off this, I hope you guys jumped on the Yankees before I said that or before this.
All right, so McMahon's up. Runner
Oh,
on
that's a
third.
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
runner
it's
on
2-1.
third.
They scored. All right.
Yep.
On
Cubs
an
just scored.
error. Oh.
Nice.
Scored on an error.
Hey, you know what I always say?
At least it wasn't the Yankees.
No, hey, that's on you. hey,
Yeah.
that's why you put the ball in play.
Yeah.
That's why you put the ball in play, bro. You never know. You never know. That's what in college baseball, we bet on teams that put the ball in play. You just never know. Now, Major League Baseball, you pretty much know. You hit a ground ball, your ass is out. These dudes are way too good. Like, they don't make many errors, but you just never know. Suzuki bomb. There we go. All right, see, and that's what I'm talking about. Saya Suzuki has been, dude, missing child milk carton for 2.5 weeks. Gone. That kid is gone. But now he's back. We found his ass. He's in the woods. We found him, got him back home, cleaned him up. Look at him. Dropping bombs, baby. Chicago Pat, my boy, I said FIBA Asian Cup, New Zealand -8 versus Philippines, August 7th, 10 a.m. There we go.
I'm assuming that's basketball because that line would be kind of nuts in soccer.
If I played soccer, I'd be on the team that's +8.
I mean, I think if any
team.
of us in this, maybe not Brad, but everyone else.
Yeah. Joe, do you think any kids were ever found because of being on a milk carton? That's an excellent question.
Oh, I have a thought on this, actually.
Please, go.
I think what it does is, first of all, yes, I think it does help because
what it does awareness.
But what it does is it prevents the transgressor, right, the person who took the kids or whatever, from coming out in public with them. Whether or not people are looking and recognizing it, from his perspective, it's out there, and therefore he can't go public anymore. Number two, it builds pressure on the suspect or the transgressor person. And that's all you need to do. You need to build pressure until he makes a mistake, and then you find him once he makes a mistake. Because that's generally what it is, right? It's not that people can't pull off the perfect crime. It happens every day, for thousands of years, right? Pressure, making mistakes, that's where they get you.
That's beautifully said. And that ties right back into baseball. That's why you swing, put the ball in play, you put pressure. Okay, they got to make the play. You get runners on base, you put pressure on the pitcher. You do. Like, you're not lying.
No, I'm
like
laughing.
what you're
Someone
saying,
said you
that's
sound
the
like
game.
a kidnapper.
Yeah, put pressure on. Like, dude, I mean, you're correct. He went from 2 outs and nobody on to, dude, bases loaded, 3-0 count. He can't go anywhere. D said Sterno has hit some bodies. We're out of lime.
I have never hid any bodies, but I could be a bro who would help someone.
Okay. But what?
I could be a bro to help someone.
That's fair.
There's certain people, like, you don't know. You would not know if they would help you in, I would say, murky moral waters.
That's very YouTube friendly.
All right. Change the subject before I start walking myself into a ditch.
No, it was good. That was a great answer. Give me a pick. What do you got?
All right. Let's go with a live pick. Let's do this together.
Well, I'll ask you this. Tomorrow in the NFL, we have the Colts and the Ravens. The Ravens went from +4.5 to +6.5. What is going on? All right, continue. Baseball. I just wanted to bring that topic to air.
Can you get it at +7?
What? Huh?
You can get it at +7. I would take the touchdown.
Yeah, I took it at 4.5. I think they win the game.
You know what?
I'll give you a baseball pick.
I kind of like hedging on my Yankees right now.
Okay.
but the juice is up 231, which isn't that great. You can get the Blue Jays -1.5 at +100 right now. You know what? Let's take a look at the team total, see if there's a significant difference in what that's dropped to. If that's at 4.5, I would prefer that. Yeah, you can get the Blue Jays at 4.5 at -130. Nah, that's not good enough. Take the plus money. Yeah, I'm riding in again. I'm doubling down.
And that's how it works.
-1.5, +100.
Dusty says Sterno looked shocked yesterday when there was all that prison talk. Today's explaining how he don't ever get caught to ever go. Hey, and the best part is he's talking serious crimes too. Aggressive. Dude, Max, lockdown, 23-1, all of that. Yesterday, you was talking about it'd be very white collar. That's a very aggressive blue collar crime.
Hey, listen, Al Capone got caught from tax evasion.
Yeah. You went yesterday from going to a Fed camp to a Max. Bro, your points levels just went through the roof. You're on Con Air, bro.
Oh, great movie.
That is a great movie.
If you haven't had a Nicolas Cage 90s, 2000s run in a while, it's worth it.
Oh, it's great.
Don't bring your wife,
John
girlfriend,
Malkovich. I mean, that whole roster of Con Air was great.
Who did anyone follow?
Bichette 3-run bomb. There you go.
So happy I doubled down there.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Con Air is awesome. That's a great movie, dude. And the ending, how do I? Dude, that was like everybody's like first kiss song.
Steve Buscemi on that movie, phenomenal.
He played the psycho.
Yeah, the real psycho.
Yeah. And when he had the comment, he goes, define irony. What? Bunch of idiots singing a song from a band that died in a plane crash. Buscemi's the man. He is up there all time. Great guy, great actor. Dude, all of it.
I like the parts that he takes for the Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah. Put the bunny back in the box. Dude, I can't even do Nicolas Cage's Southern accent, and I've heard every Southern accent. I've heard all of them. I've heard people that don't speak English. What?
It's probably not a real accent.
Oh, no. It wasn't Southern. It was, I don't know what it was, but it was.
It's probably why you can't latch onto it.
Yeah, that's what's hilarious. Now, don't get me wrong. I have not one negative iota about Con Air. That's not what we're saying. But that Southern accent was something. Put the bunny back in the. I can't even do it. Best John Malkovich line. Pay that man his money. Oh, you're talking about Rounders? That's where I got That's where I got a lot, dude. Chick. Kid's got alligator blood. Don't die. I love Rounders. You ever seen Rounders? I think we lost Moshe. Did we lose Moshe? Yep. We lost him. Rolling solo here. All right. That was actually the Feds. They just picked him up. Well, we've lost Moshe for probably 25 to L. He's got letters. I don't know when he's coming back. Let's get the picks back up. All right, he's on the A's team total over 4.5. Player prop parlay, Luis Arias and Vladimir Guerrero both over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I am on the Cardinals Dodgers over 9.5. Dusty Sterno just had to break out because there was that knock on the door. Oh my God, bro. You coming from a cell phone right now is hilarious. You're actually on the run.
I should have. That was a great comment.
Yeah. Oh, Dusty's on you. He's figured you out, but in a good way. He's trying to help.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. This is the second time now that internet's gone out at work.
That's wild. I was going to make a graphic of putting you on a milk carton.
Hey, I'd take a T-shirt.
Yeah. That would be a good T-shirt. Motion's gone. All right, we're going to get out of here. Any final thoughts?
No, let's have a good day. If you have any, let's say the Brewers, the Red Sox, there's just some good teams out there. Honestly, I would bet either side of that Cardinals-Dodgers. Just get plus money live today and then hedge yourself. Let's go. Let's have a good live day.
Let's. Free Sterno. Justin's on it. Free Sterno. Big Austin said, I'm going to 100% watch Con Air tonight just because of this episode. Hell yeah. It's such a good movie.
And I don't have to worry about not watching it with my wife because my wife does not want to watch action movies with me anymore. So I'm going to watch that with you, man.
There you go. Well, okay. Well, now I have to ask, I mean, what movie did you put out there where she said, this is it, enough?
Oh, there were a few of them. Indiana Jones was one. Jurassic Park was another. Star Wars. Oh, she did not appreciate me making her watch that on May 4th. I tried to make that a thing when we got married. I was like, once a year, you let me pick a movie. And she's like, fine. I was like, May 4th, every year we're watching a Star Wars movie. And she's like, and we're not doing this anymore.
I like she's an alpha. She's like, nope, I'm out.
You're not, yeah, that's a commitment. You know what I mean? If you're in a marriage, you just gotta speak truth because otherwise things will linger.
Yeah. No doubt. That's what I'm saying, where you're just like, okay, I can live with that. All right, fine.
I'm happy hanging out with my friends and watching Star Wars all day long anyway, so it's fine.
I'm happy hanging out alone. Oh, man. The next movie most will pick is Muppets Take Manhattan.
And you know what? Muppets Go to Space is an underrated movie.
I cannot believe that Scott actually just nailed that. Scott pulled off the impossible of a hilarious joke, and it also came out true. Yeah, Ian does say, like, those are all classics. They are. Like, look, I don't go and watch Star Wars every day, but I respect the level of what it is. You know? Like, I don't watch Ben-Hur every day, but it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
So there's a sweet spot for me where I like, so there's only a specific types of movies that I can watch on my own. And all the ones that I listed, all the classics are ones that my wife just wants to watch modern heist movies.
What does she like? And we're not coming at her if she's watching.
Yeah, no. She likes new, flashy, big blockbusters that have either heists or some kind of love story or comedy.
Tom Cruise movies.
Sure, that's a big part of it. I mean,
I don't say that negatively. He's Tom Cruise, like so those style. Yeah.
Just like big production films from the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years. And she'll watch the Marvel movies with me, right?
I was just going to say Marvel. Yeah.
She'll do that, but anything from my childhood or classics that I'm kind of a movie fanatic. I broke my collarbone playing football in high school, and I was in a full body cast or upper body cast for about 5 months. So all I was able to do was watch movies. That's it. That was the only thing you can do. So Percocets and movies. So we're, that's my love. And when
I'm sorry, you mind saying that again?
Which part?
Percocets and movies.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the top half of this, top third of the screen is moving to your right. The middle is kind of blurred, and the bottom half is moving to the left, and you feel fuzzy inside. Not it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is a good experience.
Bro, that shirt is happening. Percocets and movies. I wonder what the branding, like the trademark license is on Percocets. Like, what do you have to pay? Landon, my wife had never heard of heavyweights. Almost asked for a divorce. Oh, yeah. Heavyweights is an absolute classic. Percocise. Dude, that's when Ben Stiller was just letting it fly. He could play any role perfectly. Do me. What? Do me.
Someone just
God,
wrote.
that's a t-shirt, Mosh. Yes, that's got to be on the shirt. Is the emoji like cartoon of somebody in an upper body suit with a gigantic bottle of Percocets and the movie's on?
You guys are gonna get me in trouble.
Hell, I'm gonna sell it. I'll make you some money. No. Oh my God.
So Ian's Lights Out wrote Ocean series. That's actually my wife's favorite series. Like a modern, the Ocean's 11, 12, 13.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Those are like top of her list. And that's like the oldest she'll go. Like that's kind of the years where before that she doesn't consider them
movies. They're not even art. It's just
and you'll see me, I'm watching like B-rated flicks that like Quentin Tarantino mentioned in an interview one time. And I'm like, I'll watch that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. The description that you gave previously, and then you saying that the Ocean movies are like that's like your first pitch fastball. That checks out. Like that makes complete sense. I get it now. I get exactly the movies that she likes.
Yeah, she won't watch Casino. But that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
But she likes heist movies.
So she likes fast-paced cerebral.
Yeah, just entertain me. Like, don't make me think. Don't make me whatever. I'm here to watch a movie. Like, she'll read. She's a very smart woman. But if you're going to see a movie,
no, I get it.
Want to watch a movie.
Yeah. No, like, that's another thing, too. It's like, look, in life, man, like what you like. Just don't be a jerk about it. You know, like that's life. I swear to God. Like you want to talk about a t-shirt? That's a real t-shirt. You want to write that on the wall, dude. Like what you like, man. Just don't be a jerk about it to other people. Meaning, don't put down what they like, or don't put yours over what they like. You do that, you could figure a lot of life out. You could like figure the rest out from there. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Anytime we bring these things up. Because it's like, there's always the need to feel like you have to defend yourself. And it's like, no, man. Like whatever you want.
I think it's a big problem with today's kids, too. Not understanding. The problem is you don't know until you know.
That's life as well. That's why I try not to be hard on people like who make a mistake. Now, if you make a mistake intently to hurt people, you throw them in a volcano. You can get rid of all of those people. Right. Other than that, if somebody makes a mistake trying something and it doesn't work and they're remorseful, like just straight up about it, bro, you have a lot of leeway with me. You know what I mean?
Like, with America has a lot of leeway for comeback stories.
Dude, you want to know a secret to life that I figured out? And not figured out because I did it. Figured out because I was blessed enough to be around very intelligent people. The people that have worked themselves into positions in financial situations where they're very well off, like, and I'm not talking about people who just handed it to them. And there's another thing to be said about that because, a lot of those people do work their ass off and they don't get any credit for it and they should. But the people who just kind of self-built something, whatever. The only difference between them and regular folks is that their pile of failures is actually larger than everyone else's. You see what I'm saying? Like, they've tried so many things that didn't work. They just didn't quit till they found the one that did. Like, I've been around people who are... I used to work for the guy who invented recruiting. The industry. 5-star, he invented it at Rivals. Right? Invented it as a business that the systems adopted, the teams adopted. You see what I'm saying? He's the smartest person. His name's Shannon Terry. He's the smartest person I've ever met. He started Rivals, sold it for $250 million. Then he started 24/7 Sports, sold that to CBS for $350 million. Then he started on3.com. He's the smartest person I've ever been around. Built it all by hand, by having smart people around him and not afraid to try stuff. I've watched it for 7 years, right? This dude would try things constantly. And a lot of them didn't work. But he was smart enough to know that that's a good thing because it's narrowing your path to what does work. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, people who are trying things in good faith, please continue. I don't care if you fail 1,000 times. If you're doing it in good faith and learning each time, you could come on this show every day and fail, and I would support you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're eventually going to figure it out, and that's life. That right there. But yeah, man, like for anybody who like tries a bunch, like, understand, it's very frustrating when you try a lot of things in good faith and they fail and they fail and they fail and they fail and they fail. You feel like a failure, but you're not. Like, you're so far ahead of everyone else. You're going to realize it when you find it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's all about making consistency and incremental steps to make yourself better that will help you out in the long run. What you're doing in the short term isn't as important.
No, it's like, just keep going. Like, so that's a takeaway on this show. I'm telling you, I've been around people like that. Now, again, I'm not saying I'm that. Please understand that difference, right? I'm saying I've been blessed to be around it and see it. And that's really the biggest thing, is that they just have a pile of failures bigger than others. And they're not only are they not ashamed of it, they're proud of it.
Yeah.
As they should be. Because you know what they do next after they figure it out? They teach other people. You know what I'm saying? That's where he was great, is that he would take the risks and find the success and then teach all of us and continue. And sometimes it might be you that finds something. I mean, that happened all the time. It was a very, like the reason that, like, if you've ever heard of 247sports.com or Rival, any of those, that's why. I sat in the trenches for almost a decade. It was the most collaborative, truly collaborative, not that bullshit that they make up and say it. He'd also be on your ass if you did something stupid. You know what I'm saying? In a good way. I loved that place. Like, I loved that atmosphere, you know? So that was going nowhere, but like, I highly enjoy watching people who, not people having failure, people trying things that are new. That's how we all get better. You know what I mean? You got to have somebody who says, screw it, I'll do it. You know? Come on.
Give me whatever job to get myself in the door. I'll work the trenches. I'll work my way up. I did that in a restaurant.
I've never worked in a restaurant. I've eaten in a lot of them. I've never worked in one.
Minuses. I was actually just talking about this at lunch with some of my coworkers. 3 of them had worked in a restaurant, and it's an experience. It's a tough life.
Oh, it seems stressful. There's a reason why I haven't. It didn't look fun at times.
I mean, honestly, it's possibly one of the most fun jobs out there, but the physical work attached to it is a lot. Like, I didn't have a pulley system to bring up the food from the basement where the kitchen was. You had to go up and down many, many times a day to bring people their food.
You didn't get that dummy butler system?
No.
Yeah. Nah, I know what you mean, dude. It looks like it'd be fun for a period.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The people you meet are incredible. Your coworkers are usually cool. You depending where you are. I was in an international city, so like meeting people from all around the world and talking to them, schmoozing, was fantastic. It was just a incredible experience, and I'll never forget it. And honestly, if I ever get a chance to retire, we'll see. I would love to work as a bartender again, some international city somewhere, just kind of hang out. I don't want to do the dishes. I don't want to do any real work. I just want to serve drinks and kind of schmooze all day. Great.
Okay. You know how you do that, and you do it on steroids. Go do that at a major international airport. You'd put it on steroids. You'd get all of that in like massive bursts.
Different
and
rules.
You get a lot. You know what else you'd get? A lot of tips.
Well, everything's more expensive, so if you're working up percentages, you probably make more.
Oh yeah, bro. The only reason that everything is more expensive is because people are willing to pay it.
Yeah.
If everyone stopped buying things in the airport, guess what? Prices would go down. Or it would go out. Like, it's just like all prices is a test band of how much will they pay. Now, with the airport, you can't bring anything in. So that exclusivity has value. I get that. But
yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
That's why unions have power. That right there is why unions have power.
Yeah.
Like, if you could unionize everyone every day, like, nope, don't buy anything. Just go sit there, watch a movie on your phone, wait, go get on the plane. Right? Prices would drop. Scott said, yo, bartender, Joe Boo needs a refill. Major League is such a good movie. Major League is a perfect movie.
It's one of my favorites of all time. Bob Uecker.
It's so good.
Times. Fantastic.
It's so good that we'll watch Major League 3. Because the brand has that strong. It's that strong. Major League 2 is great. It's not perfect. It's great. Major League, the original, is a perfect movie. From front to back. It is absolutely perfect. They didn't mess up a scene. And it gets better. When you haven't seen it in a while and you catch like a clip on YouTube or something. Oh, dude. Bull Durham is like that. Bull Durham gets better. You pine for a time that no longer exists. It's fascinating when you watch movies of pre-internet times and post-internet times. They're completely different. They're completely different movies. You ever notice that?
Oh, yeah.
Completely different movies. Like, the lifestyle of human beings changed. And then you add in cell phones to that. That's another step. Like, movies after like 2010, completely different plot lines of what human being interactions are. It's crazy. They even look different. You could go watch Seinfeld, like the pre-HD. It doesn't even look like what you watch anymore. No. You know what I'm saying? It's like not to start the cannabis conversation, right? But it is like the TV show that comes at the perfect time for that. I can give you the best example. All right, is The Wire. Did you ever watch The Wire?
It's on my list, but I haven't watched it yet.
Watch it. The Wire
worked in that neighborhood for a little bit.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's like The Sopranos in a like, not the content, but it's just it's good. It's good. But you're gonna notice something. It came like it's like one of the last big shows that was pre-HD. Now, again, you could get things that have been remastered. I'm not saying that. However, when you watch the original, you just feel like you're watching another time. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like everything is like browner. Everything is like it's different. The human interaction is different. And again, I'm not saying bad. Exactly, Scott. Seinfeld, legendary. Legendary. The conversations and the plot lines hold up. But you notice things like shows where there are no cell phones. The communication levels are different. You had to plan things. You had to plan where you were going to be, when. You had to plan backup, like people that were basically a backup phone call for you, right? Like, we don't do any of that anymore. Like, it's wild to watch. It changed. Like, it's weird. Like, it feels like when we look at history forever, you look at like the year 2000, complete, like that was the direct line. So anyways, all right, we'll cut off on that. We'll go. Can you
Let's see what we got here. Reds down 0-4. Oh, Rangers. Oh, I didn't bet the Rangers before, but they have bases loaded in the bottom of the fifth, one out. Cardinals game just started. I got nothing. Is that terrible? I like Ward for a home run in the Angels game. I would maybe take a look at him.
Taylor Ward?
Yeah. I would like him for his runs, RBIs. You know what?
You're good. No, you're good. You're good. Don't push it.
I'm gonna just sprinkle. Yeah, I would sprinkle maybe $5-10 just on Taylor Ward to hit a home run. He was a C-rated play for me. He was kind of on the edge of being able to bring him to the show. I decided at the beginning of the show not to, but I think he's a good look. It's a great ballpark for home runs. Got good pitch. I guess not good pitching. I think vulnerable pitching. I think it's a solid look.
There we go. Hawk, the way we use cell phones today would have solved most plots on sci-fi. Yep, you're right. Scott Kramer Newman playing Risk at Jerry's coffee table. They're continuing on this. I know. Newman was trying to cheat. It's the greatest show of all time. It's just great. You see it now and you're like, oh, that looks different.
Oh, so I actually reminded me of a comment that I wanted to make. What? I was watching the Yankees game, and I don't know if they put a filter on it or not, but if you watch the Yankees game compared to any of the other games that are being broadcasted, it looks different. And it looks like the older early 2000s look. I don't know if it was last night specific or if that's something
interesting. No. I like that. Like, I would watch SEC games like that. That's how they were as a kid. You get Tennessee Vanderbilt on JP Sports, channel 56. What in HD, and it looked like it was filmed from a different building.
But it's like watching ESPN 3.
Just Google JP Sports, Jefferson Pilot. You'll see what I'm talking. Dude, you're talking about like 1996. And dude, it's just blur. Everything's a grainy blur. You're like, what are this? 100 megapixels? All right, we'll get out of here, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll be live tomorrow, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. But till then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. Baseball's falling off, and we will see you in the morning. Bye. Who's got it better than us?